If your heart is broken, you'll find God right there. If you're kicked in the gut, God will help you catch your breath. Those words are taken from Psalm 34, verse 18, and it's the Message translation. I wanted to share that with you because the yearly Bible reading continues apace, and we've now moved into the Psalms. Now, the Psalms are amazing in their diversity and power. Written over 600 years, they are a collection of poetic prayers. There are laments or prayers which acknowledge trouble in troubling times. There are prayers of praise which celebrate God's greatness and faithfulness and that God is active in creation. You see, one of the many things I find interesting about the Psalms is that they're not binary in the sense of it's either a lament or a praise of God. A psalm will say both. A psalm will witness that my heart is broken or that the world is broken. But they will also praise and proclaim that God is alive and active and well in our midst, and that this is our hope. For example, let's look at Psalm 22. You remember Good Friday, don't you? Sure you do. And those heartbreaking words when Jesus says, God, why have you forsaken me from the cross? Yeah. Now, at some point, the disciples, maybe it was in the upper room, I don't know, but at some point, the disciples must have remembered, hold on a minute. Those words are from Psalm 22. And the very end of that psalm, it ends with hope that God is with us and we are not alone. And so they must have said, even from the cross, Jesus is saying, you feel like you're forsaken, but remember Psalm 22. This is not the end. There is hope. As we have lived through these COVID times, we too have had our Good Fridays. And we've had our Easter Saturdays of endless waiting and not knowing what the future holds. And we too have had Easter Sundays when love makes sense. It may have been in an early morning walk or the song of a bird or the toothy smile of a child over Zoom, but we have known Good Friday and Easter Saturday and Easter Sunday. And the Psalms witness to us that they are not separate events. All are woven together in divine, mysterious love. Isn't that the human experience? It's tears and laughter and tears. Life is the eternal dance of both. For life is both fragile and courageous. You see, the Psalms invite us to remember the rhythm of life, remembering and celebrating, honoring loss, and giving thanks for the blessings of life, all are part of the same dance. And when they meet, we are able to hallow all life and honor it as sacred. The COVID time that we've lived through and are living through has been a time of endings and beginnings. In its living, we have known loss. But in its living, we have also loved more deeply, discovered new opportunities, and forged new and different and deeper relationships. This COVID time, we as church, as society, and as people, we have discovered that the Psalms are not only poetry from thousands of years ago, but that they still speak with visions and hope today. Because the Psalms still encourage us to keep our courage and our strength. And so today, I invite you to be a living psalm. For God is in our midst. and we are not alone. God bless you.